ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines Snowfall. I am a filthy liar because I told you there would only be 3 videos of this today. There are going to be 4. I'm recording this on the day that all of those first 3 are going out. I'm recording it like a couple of hours before this video goes out. I just decided I'll give you a 4th one because everyone seems to be enjoying it thus far. So, hopefully 4 videos in one day is not a bit much. There won't be 4 tomorrow, unfortunately. But, you know, it's fine. Let's get on with what we were doing. First things first, this landfill, not landfill. It is full. It's some full land, but it's not called a landfill. It's a landfill. It's full. So, we sorted... That was a mouthful. I'm proud that I didn't completely stutter saying that. That was good. We do sort of need another one of these. I'm not too happy about putting another landfill in. But we will unlock the incineration plant kind of soon. So, adding another landfill is not too big of a deal considering fairly soon we'll be able to get rid of all of them anyway. So, that's some good news right there. As for Crescent Hills, I reckon we're going to have to wait a while for that to fill up. There is huge residential demand right now, so let's go ahead and, I just went full Donald Trump there. It's huge! Alright, that's anyone that's a Trump supporter is, now angry with me. But to be fair, I think I gave them more reason to be angry with me before this. Whatever the case, let's go ahead and get some more roadways in here. So that I can get a little bit more, residential zoning just in there. Not entirely sure about doing this, I'll be honest. I think what might be a better idea here would be to bring a road down like that and into there, and then that one across to there. So those are a little bit close to the highway, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'm not too worried on that front. What we'll do is go ahead and just add in a bunch more commercial zoning as we do, and add in a bunch more of it just there as well. And then the standard bit of zoning behind all of these with some commercial as well should look, with the commercial at the front and then the residential behind, should look pretty good indeed. And thus far seems to be working pretty well, so we've got that going for us. Let's just go ahead and link all of those up and speed things along, and we should see all of these guys fill out that space pretty quickly, which will be lovely. In fact, what I could even do is continue this district down just a little bit. Because if I do that, I can actually go ahead and... I just continue it to there. If I continue this to that point, and you know what, we'll just paint it across the whole way, and then neaten it up using the smaller brush as we've been doing. But if I do this, I can actually go ahead and connect it through to the rest of the city so that people from here don't have to go out onto the main avenue to get into other parts of the city, which would be kind of wonderful. So let's just do that little bit of building there, do that. And yeah, what I'm thinking is I could make a couple of different little connections here. So if I just do one, say, going through this fella's house to there, that's a little bit close to that junction. But that isn't necessarily going to be... Well, it is sort of a major junction, but it should be okay, unless I go through... that's kind of the best place for it, really. So go through there. No one can... They can't use that as a through road, which is perfect. And then these guys up here can have one as well, which is possibly going to have to be a T-junction, unless I go... I guess here? That's not really the best place. That's going to get rid of something. I guess there works. So that should be okay. That should turn out okay. I'll go ahead and just do a couple of pathways alongside that just to, you know, just nicely accent those roads. I like to occasionally accent roads, especially ones that are being a little bit weird like these with the zoning, so that should look kind of great. I'll also do a pathway down like this, and from there to there. Let's just do that as well. And we'll bring this the whole way down, the whole way across to there, and we should be good. Beautiful. That's taken up. I haven't been doing parks. I've just realized I haven't really been doing all that many parks. I should probably fix that. That is something to absolutely consider. Let's just continue this pathway over to here as well. And actually just get rid of that a little bit of pathway because I extended it just a little bit too far. There we go. All right, so that should be good. We'll go ahead and bring a path through here as well, down to there and connect it to that corner. Then bring it down the whole way across here, and I guess we're going through that. That's fine. The zoning is going to be a little bit weird here, but I'm kind of okay with it. I'm not too worried. I am considering doing this, though. That might be a better idea. So if I just continue this road, this pathway straight up to there and straight through, yeah, that's kind of nice. That gives lots of different connections for people to get about, which is what we want. And I also think I want to put some parks and stuff in here. I can put in like a fishing pier, a snowmobile track and all that stuff, but I don't think that's necessarily the kind of thing you'd have in a residential zone. So another snowman park seems like a good idea, as well as possibly connecting this pathway to over there. That seems like a good idea. And possibly another snowman park. I really like these. These are pretty good for residential zones because they are actually the kind of park you would have in a residential zone. So that's kind of great. We'll go ahead and add one in just, I'm going to say, in one of these corners if at all possible. It is possible, I just don't really want to destroy a bunch of houses. We'll add one there, and we'll also add one to, let's see, there as well. All right, so that'll keep people nice and happy. We have almost 5,000 people here in our city, which is wonderful news. So if we can just keep that going. There isn't really any residential demand currently, but that's okay. Let's see. So that's an emergency vehicle heading that way. What's up? What's on fire? Oh, this is on fire. That bloody factory. Okay. Well, you do you, buddy. Oh no, the residential demand is climbing again, along with a little bit of industry demand or industrial demand. I realized though, I never got around to building that school that I wanted to build, so we should probably do that because that way we can get people out of industrial jobs and into offices at some point. So I think a school would be really good to place there, actually. That's a good place for it. The high school could totally go in there as well, actually. That's pretty good. So high school and school can both go in the sort of city center space, even though they're not going to be enough. I mean, I'm fully aware of the fact that that one elementary school probably isn't enough. No, it's not. So maybe doing just another elementary school there would be a good idea. That's a possibility. Although I kind of want to move this, I'm going to be honest. I kind of want to put it like somewhere else. I feel like the high schools will totally work there, but elementary schools not so much. Let's see. Plus, having them closer to residential zoning is probably a good idea. So we'll put the elementary schools somewhere near some tram tracks would probably be a good idea as well. And I know there is a tram stop right there, so putting an elementary school right in front of that tram stop is probably a great idea. So let's do that. That's one elementary school. There are also trams going down here. How's the pollution looking here? Has it cleared up? It actually has. So what I'll do is I'll put the other elementary school down this way, which we don't have enough money for, which is fine. Because what we can do is go ahead and put a bunch more housing down here. Considering there is the demand for it as well, that's probably a good idea. So we'll fill out these spaces, not that one, because that's my little sort of decorative corner. But we can fill out these spaces with some residential zoning. Like so. We can get rid of you, because that's probably a great idea. Let's have a look at the pollution that might be hanging about because of him. No, nothing. That's perfect. So this is just going to be a lovely little residential zone in here. Those guys aren't going to be too happy being alongside the highway, but they're just going to have to deal with it, really. A couple of service buildings just there. We could probably move those guys to there and to, I'm going to say there. That seems like a good idea. Then fill the rest of this with the residential zoning we've been talking about. So that should be pretty good. That area already has lots of services, or not services, connections, electricity, water, etc. So that's what you want. Here's a question. Have I unlocked this yet? I have. Okay. You can also upgrade water pipes. That's bloody expensive, though. Yeah, that's, heating is not a thing yet in this city. We should probably get around to, heating the city, but I I don't feel like I want to just yet. We might eventually. So let's... Is that a double section there? Why does that loop around twice? That's peculiar. No, it loops around once. Alright. That's very strange. That explains why that area was such a mess, though. Let's add a stop on that side as well, then. Or down there. Yeah, we'll add a stop there. That should help the trams a little bit. So what we'll do then is look at another elementary school, which can be just here. I guess, right by the tram stop, or on that side by the tram stop. I'm gonna say that side by the tram stop. There we go. That should, that should be enough. That's, yeah, that's more than enough for the demand that we have. And I also realized I'd never actually moved this one, so I probably should do that. And, I'm actually thinking over here could be a good place for it, because it'll let these guys get, what they need. Also, oh, we still have electrical problems. We really do need to get the oil power plant. We really do. We need to get better power plants, because this is just not working, all of these coal ones. So, how much do I need to save? I need 50,000 money. That sentence sounds ridiculous, but 50,000 money. That's kind of silly. We also really need to get the snowplows down here, because these roads are treacherous. There we go. It's a little bit better. There's quite a few treacherous roads at that. That's really not good. We need to get the snowplows working on all of this. It's, there we go. That's a bit better. These roads, it's not good enough, guys. You gotta, you know, you gotta sort this. Definitely gotta, oh my god, we're a big town. We've got, a new area. We've got taxation policies, metro, leisure, all this stuff. Holy hell. Oh, and high density. Beautiful. And the university. And the, incineration plant. And, ooh, sauna. That's a reference. Let's see. So we got the university. I don't think we're going to need it anytime soon, but we got the university. Which would actually be a decent looking building for there, in all honesty. That would look kind of interesting. If we put the university there instead of the business park, but I kind of really want the business park at some point. I do realize, though, we have the money for a high school, and there are people eligible for the high school, but what we really need is the oil power plant. So we're gonna get one of those. How much does this generate? It's 120 megawatts versus 40, so I can get rid of 2 of these and still reap the benefits of an oil power plant. So there we go. That will be much, much better. So let's have a look. Availability could be better. That could definitely be better. Maybe we do still want one of the coal ones. Possibly. Unless the oil one's getting a little bit more efficient, which it kind of looks to be. No, consumption's just going down. Oh man, we really just need the nuclear one. We really do. We need 34,000 people in this city, but we'll just add another one of these. That'll knock it up a little bit. Alright, so that should be good. I'm actually tempted to take out a loan, in all honesty. I am tempted to just take out a fairly hefty loan. Well, even the 20,000 one, because we can't pay this back. So I'll just take the 20,000 loan so that I can get a high school, because I feel like I want to keep education well under control. You know, I want to make sure my Sims are getting the education that they need. So that's vitally important to stay on top of that. Let's see, where can I put this? I could put it over here and only get rid of one building, which is kind of nice. And that does serve as a fairly decent area, but I feel like putting it around here could be a better idea. Or over here. Over here definitely services the most of the city, so I feel like we have a winner. Just like there. That is a fairly major road, but that's probably worth doing. In fact, it is also near the elementary school, which means it's near the tram stop. So there are public transport connections. I think there is going to have to be the location for the high school. Let's do it. Let's get it there. Let's also make some path connections just from there to there, and from there to there, and then D-zone those little bits, because we really don't want those to build up. In fact, what I'll do is D-zone all along this road, because I want to get some high density on this road. I think that could be a great idea. If we just D-zone straight down to there and fill that all in with high-density commercial. And the same with this little bit. And we're just going to completely D-zone that because that's kind of silly. But that road there, just the whole way along to that point, I think should be high-density. These can be our first high-density buildings in Nerdchester, which is absolutely wonderful. That's what you want to see. So let's get those all the way down to there. And we'll do the same in the city center as well. So that seems fine to me. Maybe just knock these ones out as well to get all of those in, just because. So do that, and do that, and then just rezone all of that space. Beautiful. So that's going to D-zone a lot of people. But that D-zoning should knock up the demand just a little bit, which is what you want. So we should see some high-density commercial buildings popping up soon. There's one. Beautiful. That's the... oh, wow. That's the tallest building we have thus far. And it looks interesting. Definitely looks interesting. It's sort of a series of shops is what that is. Commercial center, yep. Oh, that's awesome. I'm really happy we've got the high-density buildings again, already. That's kind of great. Having some death issues. What's up with you? Not enough fuel. Really? Okay, you just got a delivery of fuel. Fair enough. I think we're doing all right. There is a bit of an industrial demand right now, which is a tad worrying. Also, the fact that these guys are using... I guess if they are staying in the outside lane there, it's understandable, but this traffic is now backing up a little bit. I don't understand why they're not using this road to get there. That's interesting. That is very interesting that they're not using this road out here. I would much prefer they were, but unfortunately I don't really get control over what road they pick just yet because I don't have any mods that will let me. So what I'll do is I'll turn this into a 6-lane road because these actually have a higher speed than the 4-lane ones. And I guess I will just hope that they opt to use that over the other one. That's a fairly hefty and major road going up there. So here's hoping. That would definitely be good if they'd use it. But I'm not going to hold out hope. In fact, what might also be a good idea would be to turn this into a 6-lane road, because it'll force those lanes to be a little bit different. It'll force them to use more of the lanes in the right, so... if I just turn this into a 6-lane road, that should make it a little bit easier for traffic to go straight on and not get caught behind all of these guys. So we should see that sort of fix itself shortly. At least that's the hope. Also, I think I may soon... I may very well need more... in the way of snowplows very, very soon. Let's go ahead and D-zone all of this space in here as well and start going high density. Let's just go nuts with high density, I guess. Is the gist of it. So we'll just cut you out, and we'll do that. Alright, then this whole space is fairly easy to D-zone. Just go up to there, down to there. I guess we'll do this bit as well. Because of course. So cut all of that out, then rezone all of that. Then we cut all of that out, and we want to just rezone the whole thing. So that should be easy. We go to there, and then go all the bloody way along there, and like that as well. So that's going to be a bunch of high-density commercial zoning, which is what we want. We probably also want to start looking at high-density residential zoning, though. So let's start upgrading some of this. Well, just this whole area here, I think, can become high density. So let me start with the commercial around the edges. I wasn't gonna upgrade this space, but I figure it can be our first just full high density space, to be honest. It does have room for trams to go in there as well, so it should be okay. Yeah. That should be fine. We're going to see those guys all disappear and some high-density residential buildings start popping up, which will be fantastic news. And it's definitely going to look interesting. It is definitely going to look interesting. What do you know? You need educated and well-educated workers, and highly educated workers too. Damn. Alright, well that makes things a little bit tricky, because we currently don't really have that. Well-educated is something we're not going to have. High school eligibility is way up there. Elementary school eligibility is getting up there, and university eligibility is also getting up there. We don't have the money though. Unfortunately, we just don't have the money. So we're gonna have to work hard to get that up there a little bit. Let's see. So we have this industrial demand, which could also be for offices. This is a problem. This is a complaint I legitimately have with City Skylines, is that I don't know if they want offices or industry. I really don't know. We have educated Sims. I just don't know if it's those guys that want jobs or if it's not. So I'm gonna have to hazard a guess, and yeah, just guess, really, is all I can do. So let's do a bit of that. Let's bring a road through just there, and through oh, wait, space already occupied? What? There we go. Alright, so that's a decent space for industry to exist. So I guess what I'll do is do some industrial zoning there. And I guess this can sort of be the end of our first industrial zone, because I really don't want it to continue much further. Eventually it's going to have docks and stuff, but right now I think it's probably big enough. In all honesty, it really is going to need to eventually have a fairly major road going this way, rather than the roads that it currently has. But it looks to me like it was, in fact, regular industry that people wanted, because yeah, they're building like crazy. So that should help with that demand. A bunch of higher density buildings in here. They look pretty great, which is nice. A few higher density buildings here too. And I'm kind of okay with that. Let's have a look at the business park that I want. What do I need for it? That's 20,000. Wait, what? Why can't I? Oh, I can afford it. I haven't unlocked it, is the thing. Or I haven't got the money for it. I have unlocked it. You know what? I'm really tempted to save for it. We're getting 5,000 money every week, so it might just be worth saving up for that, to be honest. That might be worth doing. Oh, wait, are we having water problems? We are. Okay, well, I think we could get a water pumping station at this point. I would see that as an investment we could make. I could even chuck it over here, in all honesty. So if we do that, that's hopefully going to help things a little bit in the old city. We are close to having sewage problems, but right now I'd say we're okay. We do seem to be having some crime problems, which is not so great. Oh, bunch of abandoned buildings. I mean, if it couldn't auto bulldoze when I'm looking at it to see what the bloody problem is, that'd be great. Okay, can you stop doing that? I appreciate the auto... Oh, for God's sake. I appreciate the auto bulldoze mod, but it's not useful when you're trying to find out the reason it's abandoned. Right. Well, we have incineration plants. So probably worth, you know, getting one of those. And probably worth emptying this guy here. Because, yeah, we really bloody need to. We really bloody need to. Let's see, do we have electrical connections? We have a pretty major electrical connection here, so it's probably worth... I mean, this isn't connected to anything, so... Getting rid of this power line... Oh, we're a small city! We've unlocked the level 6 unique buildings and trains. We unlock the train station, the cargo train terminal, and the hydro power plant as well. That's kind of excellent. Alright, that is pretty great. And we have 76,000 money. Again, that sentence probably really annoys some people. I find it funny. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the tax office, as long as it's not too bloody expensive. It isn't. Let's move the tax office to just, like, there, I guess. And then I want to put a university... Not enough bloody money. I want to put a university in there. Because, again, I want to stay on top of education. I know this is super pricey, and it's going to cut my weekly earnings in half, but I think it's a really good idea to, immediately get a university when you have a, we have, about 500 people that can go to university. We have capacity for 4,500. So that's for the best. We do need to get another high school, and we do need another elementary school. But having this university is definitely going to help. Now let's see. Traffic's definitely not having the best of times here. Maybe I should upgrade this bit of road to, yeah, there we go. So they can sort of get into lanes a little bit easier. That should make it a little bit easier for them. Maybe this whole stretch of road could be upgraded. Oh, no, it can't, because it has bloody trams on it. Okay, well, that's the most upgrading I can do there, really. Alright, that slightly complicates things. That definitely complicates things a little bit. Traffic is not having an amazing time there, but we'll deal with it. Oh yeah, the university students are going up. That should totally help, though. Once people get university education, we're going to see less buildings getting abandoned because they don't have the workers that they need. Like, these guys need well-educated and highly educated workers. We'll get that. We will absolutely get that eventually. So, I am not too worried about achieving that. Let's see about upgrading this area as well to high-density residential. I'm gonna ignore the commercial zoning we have around here at the moment because it's not really worth upgrading commercial until we have a bunch of well-educated people in these higher density buildings. So we'll ignore that for the time being. Dezone that a little bit and see all of this get demolished and rebuilt as apartment blocks. This looks kind of adorable. Really, all the little snowy rooftops. Look at that. Oh, it's kind of a great view. That's a thumbnail. All right, let's get a thumbnail. That kind of works. Not sure. Nah, it's a bit dark. Let's see. Can we get a? Oh, that's an angle. That's that's a bit boring. That's got some nice green on it, but there's some boring land there. All right, that's on fire. All right, we'll get the fire in there because we don't often do that. So let's grab the fire. There we go. That noise there was the Steam screenshot, and it's probably not going to be the thumbnail. The thumbnail is probably going to be this, in all honesty, because that's got some nice color in it. There we go. So that's probably the thumbnail. One of those two will be the thumbnail. There you go. That's a little behind the scenes there on on getting the thumbnail for this video. All right. We do seem to have issues with garbage collection lately. We could probably do with another incineration plant, in all honesty. Let's go ahead and do that. What are you guys having problems with? Oh, you just need a bunch of uneducated workers. Damn, we are having some issues. It's interesting that the new industrial buildings are the ones complaining. Like, there was huge demand for industry, I added it, and now it's like, no, never mind. I mean, thanks, guys. That's just what I bloody want. That's just what I bloody want to see. Let's see. Can I finally upgrade this road? I feel like I need to. I feel like this road does need upgraded. This is going to be a pretty major change for the industrial zone, but I think we need to do it. Including this one, which has my power plants on it. That makes things a bit tricky. Actually, that could be okay, in all honesty, because that's the 2 lanes going there. It's kind of similar to what we've got going on here, really. Oh my god, that traffic's backing up so much. Yeah, we really need a mod that'll let me turn traffic lights off. We really do, because this really doesn't need traffic lights. It is causing problems for this traffic coming out of the industrial zone. Which, honestly, I could help that problem if I just go ahead and add another road out of the industrial zone. So, I guess I'll add another road out of the industrial zone. I was going to bring it down from here, but no way in hell am I doing a cross junction. As we know, cross junctions is the devil. So, yeah, to hell with that idea. What we'll do is something like that. That works. That ought to, make things a little bit easier, in my humble opinion. Lots of traffic coming out of there, which is nice. Yeah, that should help. That should definitely help with some of the traffic. I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They may end up favoring that road over the other one, but either way, it should. Yeah, it'll stop traffic backing up as much. It's another way out of the industrial zone into the city, which is important to have. I'll tell you what I'd like to do though. I'm gonna cut here and I'm gonna fast forward and not fast forward, but I'm just gonna skip a bunch of time until I have a bunch of money, because I want to just spend the remaining time of this episode, the next 5 minutes or so, planning out a bunch of roads over here. I think that would be a great idea. Okay, we have 55,000. That's maybe not as much as you were expecting me to aim for, but I think that's probably enough. I do want to just move my power plants, though, which is actually going to cost me a little bit of money that I'm not entirely happy about spending. But moving these is fairly important for what I'm going to do, which is first and foremost upgrade this top road on the industrial space here to just make it possible for more traffic to move along there. So we'll do that just now. Not the entire top road. We're going to keep the sort of square roundabout, because that makes sense. I think I will go for... I'll go for the 4-lane. I was going to go for the 6, but I'll go for the 4 because it doesn't really make sense to go for the 6-lane one. And then maybe upgrade to the 6-lane one from here. Yeah, I think that could be an idea. So let's do that, which should work fine. Then continue this straight across for another 2 blocks like that. So this road's kind of going to be the same as what we have over here. This is going to connect to the highway, but I think what I'll actually do is buy that spot of land, because I can have it connect to the highway way down here somewhere. I don't think a big straight road from like there to here is a good idea. But, well, it's not the worst idea either. But I think what we'll do is slowly build off of this. Because like I said, this is going to sort of come around, and we're going to mostly have commercial over here rather than industry. So I will go another block. Go another 2 blocks. Then mark this to go down with a regular sort of avenue there. Then 1 more block. All right, that should be interesting. It would be nice to maybe have... No, that would be a T-junction, which is a thing that I really don't want. Let's upgrade this road as well. Space already occupied. What is occupied? Oh, it's a park. All right. Well, move the park to there instead and upgrade this. Now, this is going to create a T-junction. Oh, dear. This complicates things. Let's see what we can do about that, because I'm not having a T-junction. I will disconnect to there. That should be fine. That means I can get rid of this little section, which is going to get rid of some buildings here. Excuse me. But that should be fine. That should work completely fine. Let's go ahead and bring a pedestrian path up to space already occupied by... Oh, that road, okay. Bring a pedestrian path up to there and to there. Alright, so that works. That works. That saves us having the dreaded cross junction that I really dislike. So we'll do that, and we'll bring this the whole way down to there and there. So that is another way for traffic to get about, which is exactly what we want. So let me go ahead and dezone that little bit. And I think this area can go high density as well. We do have the demand for it, so just D-zone that whole thing and then fill that with that kind of thing. Then get rid of this and bring some, I reckon, high density commercial the whole way around here. Just like that. Could look pretty interesting. We'll do a little bit just here as well because it's on that kind of major road. So that gives us a sort of another looping road for traffic to take as an alternate way to the industrial zone, which is great news. So we do that. We can also bring a road through here to fill up that gap, and a road through here as well to fill up that gap in the water coverage. And to hell with it, we'll bring another one down to there because we're going to need it eventually, and another one down to there because we'll need it eventually. That works. That totally works. That's what I want to see. In fact, what I could even go ahead and do is sort of expand this little residential space here. Let me just make sure all my roads are still okay, all my districts and stuff. Yeah, they are. So if I go ahead and expand this little residential space, I can bring a road over to there and down like that, and a road out to there like that. And what we have is, again, you know, this doesn't connect anywhere. In fact, in honesty, I could connect it there and just do the old town policy in there. Also, why are you guys still low density? That's not what I want. I want you guys to be high density. So let's get on that. There we go. And this road, I guess, can be offices. We're gonna test some offices on this little one-way road because I'm not convinced that offices are necessarily a good idea. In fact, that's technically the one-way road as well there, so that's going to be an office as well. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Could be interesting, could be a failure, but I'm definitely curious. Let's see. Let's get our district going here so we can, you know, manage the traffic coming through this space. Like I said, I don't want traffic using that as a through road, so we need to use the old town policy, as we tend to do. Bring that down to there to neaten up these districts, bring that over to there to neaten up those ones, and bring that down to there to fix those ones. Then what we do, just come straight across here to fix that up. That was surprisingly neat, in fact. Bring that over to there and go straight across again. And I love that. That's actually a really good way to make those neat. So there we go. Briarwood Square is the name of that one. Policies, we want to go to city planning, and old town is what we'll do. And you know what, we'll do high-tech housing as well. And we will also do, I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I don't really have any money to spare. I would love to put some parks in there, but unfortunately that's not going to be an option. So let's go ahead and just fill that up with some lovely high-density housing. And of course, we're going to want some pedestrian paths. So we'll do that, and we'll do this kind of thing as well, and bring this the whole way across to there. That's kind of beautiful. We'll bring a pedestrian path through there as well, and that seems good. That seems like a pretty good layout. These guys do have water already, which is fantastic. So that's Briarwood Square. That's definitely a nice expansion to our city. Let's empty that landfill. Is that one emptying as well? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're going to try and empty the landfills. And once we empty those, we're going to need some more incineration plants for sure, because we have 27 and 27 in there versus 15 and 15. So I guess one more incineration plant once we get rid of these should be okay. Hell of a lot of traffic in this area, but it's moving, I'm realizing. Like, this is a lot of traffic, but it is moving. You know, it's definitely moving along. So I mean, that's only going to get more dense, but that's kind of okay. Also, this road really needs some treatment. That's really not good. We probably want to get another snow dump, in all honesty. That's probably something to invest in. So let's chuck one of those just over, I'm tempted to say in that corner, but it's kind of unrealistic to have a bloody snow dump in the middle of an area like that. We'll put one there. That should be fine. That will, yeah, that'll hopefully help things out a little bit. It is absolutely helping things out. There go the snow plows there. Beautiful. That is absolutely what I want to see. People are using that road as well, which is super nice. That's absolutely perfect to see people using that. I think to wrap this episode up, what we'll do is go ahead and just do a little bit more just industrial zoning in here. Just like that, and like that, I guess, is what we'll do. So we'll do that, and that's going to be a little bit, I think offices could be a good one here. So we'll do some offices there just to be a bit of a barrier between the sort of types of zoning. We'll do some high density commercial there, and then all I really want to do is bring a pedestrian path the whole way through there, because I'm loving these pedestrian paths. They're so great. They really, really are. Hell, we could even go as far as doing something like this. We could go crazy, guys, and do something like that as well, actually. That, I think, works a little bit better. Although that's not to say I couldn't do that path as well, because that would work. That would totally work. Just gotta make it look decent is the thing. So bring that down to like there and there. Yeah, I like that. I absolutely like that. That's kind of nice. That totally works. And we can do some nice trees or something in there. I'll tell you what we need to do though. We need to get a, oh god, we have way too much commercial right now. Well, actually, in saying that, it seems like a reasonable balance. There is a lot of residential, but there's also a lot of commercial, so we're probably okay. What I'm not okay with is the amount of these little blips I'm seeing. The snowplows really aren't covering the roads as well as I'd like. And that's annoying because it's making me think that what I really need to do is put snow dumps everywhere. And electricity's apparently a problem. Okay, well, that's fixable. Because I can add another one of these. And then ditch one of those. So that should fix the electricity problems that we were having just a little bit. Beautiful. Well, I am going to leave it there for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you kind of for watching. This has been City Skylines Snowfall. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.